right now, especially for the COVID-19 pandemic, the demand for having a bigger home and more green spaces is increasing. So that is why there are more people actually from Toronto move to Oshawa. For example, if you buy a condo or an apartment in Toronto, so it costs about like $1.5 billion. But if when you back to Oshawa, the cost for a big house with the front and backyard costs you only 700,000 Canadian dollars.
So tomorrow is our last education fair with the Algonquin College. So bro and sis, jangan lupa untuk stay tune terus ya dengan Instagram kita, dan juga kami juga ada community di Telegram. Kalau misalnya bro and sis mau bergabung, bisa tanyakan dengan tim kami ya, atau dengan saya Industries. Di sana kita juga belajar bahasa Inggris juga bersama partner kita, Cerah English Course. So bro and sis bisa donated, bisa bergabung dengan kami sana, dan juga kita juga banyak update informasi-informasi yang terbaru ya bro and sis. So tetap stay tune in our Instagram ya. So together with me now, Tracy, representative from Apply Board, with Irfan, Mr. Irfan, and representative from Ontario Technology University, Ms. Wong. Welcome you guys. And for your information, Ontario Tech University is one of a university in Ontario, especially in a city called North Oshawa. If you go by bus from Toronto, it's about 50 till 60 minutes. So it's like not too far away. And they have programs that combines innovative and relevant research in technology. So and also they have programs which is transfer programs from college to university. So last but not least, I can pass our conversation to Tracy from Apply Board. Go ahead, Tracy.
Yes. Thanks, Andrew. First of all, I would like to thank Maple Corp for organizing this event. My name is Tracy. Yeah, I'm from Apply Board. So Apply Board actually is an online recommend platform that we will help you to get admission into college and university here. Yeah, today we have a guest of honors. Yeah, from Miss Phương from Untitled Tech University, who will give you more information about the course offering and the services. So stay tuned, and we will have more exciting information for your consideration. And we hope to see you in the campus at Ontario Tech University. Yeah, Miss Phương, yes, I pass to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Tracy. So on behalf of Ontario Tech University, I would like to say a big thanks to Apply Board and the Maple Corporations Indonesia to give us a really great opportunity for myself as well as the Ontario Tech University, having the opportunity to see our students and parents today. And thank you so much for all the attendants, for spending some time for your precious Saturday morning with us. So I will, yeah. So I will start by actually sharing my screen and to introduce to you all about our locations, our cities, and also our university programs. So during my presentation, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and let me know. Okay, so can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We can. Yep.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So I think I was should just move to introduce a bit about Oshawa first. So Oshawa, as Andrew just mentioned, that we are Ontario Tech University, which is located in Oshawa in Ontario, one of the biggest state in Canada. So Oshawa is a city in Ontario within the Durham area. So talking about Ontario, so I believe that many people think about Toronto, because Toronto is kind of like the biggest city in Ontario, and Oshawa is within the greater Toronto area and 60 kilometers away from downtown Toronto, which takes only like 50 to 60 minutes by GO train or other public traffic. Talking about Oshawa, we usually describe Oshawa as the GM town or GM facility. So GM here means General Motor, one of the biggest group about the automation engineering in Canada. So before, the main finance of the city is based on the GM, but nowadays there is only 6% of the economics is from the GM, and the other leading finance fundamental is healthcare services and educational sector growth. And we also have advanced manufacturing, logistics, energy, and IT. So let's say if any one of you wants to study like engineering, study about the healthcare services, or study about manufacturing engineering, logistics, or IT engineer, so Oshawa should be one of the best options for you in Ontario. We are also one of the best cities to live in Ontario because we have reasonable living cost. We have the lowest unemployment rate in entire Canada, and all the communities, all the places like restaurants or coffee shops or schools or hospitals is walkable, is within walkable distance. So it's very easy for the immigrants or for the international students to actually adapt the living environments in Oshawa. I just want to share a bit more about the population of Oshawa. So based on the latest article from the Global News Canada, so Oshawa is continuing to see an influx of new residents. According to the latest statistics, over the past year, the cities having more than 2% of population growth. So it's gaining nearly 10,000 more residents. Because right now, especially for the COVID-19 pandemic, the demand for having a bigger home and more green spaces is increasing. So that is why there are more people actually from Toronto move to Oshawa. For example, if you buy a condo or an apartment in Toronto, so it costs about like $1.5 million. But if when you back to Oshawa, the cost for a big house with the front and backyard costs you only 700,000 Canadian dollars. So that is why many immigrants from Toronto go to Oshawa nowadays. And also we are having more job promises from the GM and also about many other energy sectors. So that is why Oshawa is one of the most developing cities in Ontario. So last but not least, I would like to share a bit about the weather in Oshawa. So weather in Oshawa is actually like any other Southern Ontario regions. It's kind of humid continental climate. Is warmer than the other cities in Ontario. And we are having one of the lowest yearly snowfall in totals in Ontario. So that is where we are from. And here are some pictures of our campus in Oshawa. So we are actually having two main regions, main campuses. The first one, which is the biggest and the main campus, is in North Campus, is in the North Oshawa. So in North Oshawa, we are offering engineering programs, business, IT, energy research lab, or energy system or nuclear science research lab. We also have the residence in the North Campus as well. And we will have a software engineering as well here in North Campus. And in the downtown campus, we are having 5 more buildings and offering students the Faculty of Education and Science and Social Science. So we call North Campus and Downtown Campus, but actually the distance between two is not so far. Students can take a bus from North Campus to the Downtown Campus only 8 minutes by bus. So which is very convenient for those who study education, which is located in Downtown Campus, but stay in our residence. It just take only maximum 8 minutes by bus. So there should not be a problem. Okay, so talking about the ranking, we are ranking number 1 in undergraduate university in Ontario for reputations. So this is based on the Maclean's magazines. So Maclean's magazine is actually one of the famous Canadian news. It's like the New York Times in the US. So it was founded in 1905 and it's reporting about Canadian issues like politics, education, and finance. So Maclean's surveyed university faculty and senior administrations, as well as the variety of business people across the country, asking for their views on the quality and the innovation at the Canadian University. So based on Maclean's, we are number 1 for reputations for undergraduate university. And our library is also ranking number 1 in Canada because we apply the most up-to-date technology in the library. So that is why. And for the internationally ranking for our engineering programs and technology programs, we are ranking number 3 in Ontario and ranking number 9 in Canada. For the business and IT schools, as per the hub Marktforschung from the Germany, we are ranking number 4 in North America and number 1 in Canada for the best business and IT school. And we are proud about our mechanical engineering and electrical engineering programs as well, which is in top 5 and top 10 in the Ontario. Here are the areas that we teaching. So first of all is the business. Second is computers and technology, educations, engineering, medicines, science, social science, and humanities. So those are the 7 faculties that we are offering right now. So talking about business, so we offer accounting program. So accounting program is accredited by the CPA. So CPA is like charter professional accountant, which eligible for the students to enter the CPA professional education program after graduating, which will lead you to be the head of the accounting departments in any companies. And we also offer commerce, finance, health administrations, marketing, organization behavior, and HR management. Last but not least is the technology management. I can say that we are very proud about the commerce and finance as well, because our finance major is affiliated with Chartered Finance Analyst Institute, and we are partnered with Canadian Securities Institute that helping the students to prepare for the CFA or the CSI exams after graduating. And every programs in our business faculty has internships or co-op options. So you might know about the co-op, which is the paid internship, right? It's from 12 to 16 months of internship with pay. And we are now partnered with more than 300 Canadian companies to provide the internships and capstone opportunities. Okay, so I just want to talk about the requirements for the business program. So we require IELTS 6.5. Rather than IELTS, we accept TOEFL, Duolingo, and many other English certifications. So for the IELTS, we require 6.5, but no band less than 6. And the location for the business would be the North Oshawa campus. And we only have one start date in the year, which is in September. Next, for the computers and technology. So computers and technology is one of our strong faculty. So I can say that we are offering computer science, game development in interactive media, Internet of Things, software engineering, network and IT security. The most competitive programs in computers and technology is computer science, game development and interactive media, software engineering, and the IT security. So for those who would like to apply for those competitive programs, will have to apply no later than 31st of January. So if any one of you would want to study computer science at Ontario Tech University, you will have to apply as soon as possible. So why are those competitive and very very quick to be closed? Because we offer co-op program as well, and during studying in the computers technology, you are able to work with our programmers, the artists that design like 3Ds or animations, and all the designers that provide you or provide the students to the opportunities to actually engage in creating innovative products. And also game development or computer science is considered as the highest paid positions or programs or career in Canada for the engineering, for computers engineering. So that is why those programs are very competitive and very soon to close. Right. So next is the education. So So our education faculty is quite different from other faculty. So I can say education faculty is for those who already graduate universities. All right. So for the first 3 programs, concurrent, just a second. For example, concurrent educations, consecutive educations, or for the intermediate or senior, and the primary or junior. So those 3 programs will require students to graduate from a 4-year university. All right, and then study for only 16 months to get the Bachelor of Education. So for example, if you are in Indonesia and you graduated, for example, English language programs, or you are having the Bachelor of Foreign Language in Indonesia, and you wish to teach in Canada. So those are the programs that you might be interested in, because you just have to study only 16 months, while the other university offer more than 24 months. So you can just only spend 16 months and you get the Bachelor of Education and you can teach. All right. So for those 3 programs, we do not require students to graduate from a relevant programs. So for example, if you study engineering, if you study like nursing, or you study any kind of like science program, which is not related to education, you still can apply to our education bachelor degree for only 16 months. Okay. But for the rest of the programs, which is designing adult, early childhood study, educational study, or lifelong learning with technology, those 4 programs are 24 months. And for those who already got the college diploma or bachelor degree in education. So for example, if anyone who already graduated from, for example, Algonquin College for early childhood education, for example, and then you want to pursue for a Bachelor of Early Childhood Studies, so you can apply for our programs with only 24 months, and then you got a bachelor degree. So that's how our education bachelor faculty offer. So it is because we can say that this is the program which is for postgraduate students, right? So the requirements for English is higher than the others. So the IELTS will require students to get the 7.0, but we do not have any minimum for each band. For engineering programs, yes. So like I said, Oshawa is the home for GM, which is the General Motor of Canada. So those who are interested in automotive engineering, it should be, Oshawa should be a very good choice for you to study. And also Tech University, very proud that we are the only Canadian institutions that offer automotive engineering 4 years of bachelor. Many other universities offer automotive engineering, but it is only one major in mechanical engineering. So you won't just have 2 years to study automotive engineering. But in Ontario Tech University, we teach you at the very first semester of the bachelor program into automotive engineering. So we are the most focused automotive engineering university in entire Canada. So comprehensive engineering should be for those who do not know that what kind of engineering that I should apply in the beginning. So you will just apply for the comprehensive engineering, and when you complete the 2nd year, you will be able to choose whether you want to study automotive or electrical or nuclear engineering. So you can choose later on. So we also have the mechanical engineering, we have nuclear engineering, software engineering, and the major in Internet of Things. So people asking me about the Internet of Things. So Internet of Things is like, for example, if you stay in an apartment and then you have some kind of like smart home app in your cell phone, that allows you to control the electrical tools in your home. So that's why we call Internet of Things. So we put internet, or we set up internet in every single thing in your home, for example. All right, so let's move to the medicine and health. So medicine and health is one of the most asked program from the Southeast Asia. students, to be honest, because as you may know, students who wants to study in Canada, they really want to see the further plan, for example, working opportunity after graduations. And as for, because Canada is right now lacking of the labor in the medicine and health sectors. So that's why the job ability for international students for this sector, this sector is very promising. So we can say that we are very strong in the health science. For example, we having biological science, chemical biology, health sciences, health physics and radiation science, kinesiology, nursing. We are one of the very limited institutions in Canada offer nursing for international students. And we have the psychology and public health. So psychology, I got a lot of inquiries from Indonesian about psychology. So we are offering two types of psychology. One is the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, and the other is the Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Those are different. So Bachelor of Arts of Psychology is learn how the social and environmental characteristics shape our thoughts, feelings, actions, and we study about any other external reasons that affect our thoughts and actions. But the Bachelor of Science is more into science, that you will be able to learn about the neuroscience, cognitions, physiology, sensations, or the perceptions, or any other internal reasons that shapes into your feelings, your thoughts, and your actions. So those who wants to study or who wants to work in a more kind of like social environments, like the psychologist or in the health services employee, HR manager, market researcher. So she should choosing Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. But those who actually want to work in a research lab, so and also strong in science, so she must choose the Bachelor of Science in Psychology. So we also offer many other science subjects like marine biology, nanotechnology, and clean energy, forensics physics, forensic science, health science, and so on. So I can say that the physics is actually study about all natural phenomena, like why is the sky blue, why the sun shines, and then you'll use the math and computers to having a better understandings about the world based on experiencement and measurements. So the physics actually is one of the high-paid jobs in Canada. And if you study physics, you'll be able to choose your major in nanotech or clean energy or astrophysics. So those are very high-paid jobs in Canada. And all of the science programs, we offer co-op options, and every single intakes that we have hands-on learning during all the school years. And we are having a very small class size that allows you to having more interact with your professor. Okay, so last but not least is our social science and humanities. So we offer a lot of programs, but I might want to emphasize the legal studies. So because not many institutions open legal studies for international students because of the politics reasons, but we do. And the legal studies actually look at the social issues and philosophical questions through the lens of law. So we teach students to question their assumptions about what law is, how it works, what it should be for, and how to read as researchers in law. And we also are very strong in criminology. So we has more criminology than any other criminology programs in Canada. So for example, in other universities, there are only 2 or more courses related to criminology and all others about like psychology. But we have criminology in space. We look at things as prison experience, we have victimology, we have environmental crime, and which you cannot see in any other universities. Okay, so this is how we have to apply. All of the programs that we offer has only one intake, which is in September. And here is the deadline to apply. Like I said, that our computer science and technology is one of the competitive programs, and the deadline to apply for those programs should be January 31st. And we also have nursing as one of the competitive programs as well. So those who want to study nursing or computer science, you should apply as soon as possible and no later than January 31st. And we also offer a range of scholarship for international students, and that I will show you later on. But the deadline for the applying scholarship should be February 24th. And for other programs, the deadline should be 31st of March. All right. We also have the residence for international students, and you will have to apply no later than June 1st. And July 17 or August 14 should be the deadline that allowed you to submit the rest of the documents. For example, in January 31st, you are able to submit your current transcript, for example, but it's not the final one. And also you do not have IELTS, you do not have IELTS yet, so you can submit them later. And the deadline for those are July 17 for the competitive programs and August 14 for all other programs, right? So our application fee should be 100 Canadian dollars. So for about how to apply and when to apply, I believe that you can get some advices from our partner like Mr. Andrew and also Tracy as well. Right. So about the English requirements, like I said, most of the programs will require IELTS 6.5 with no sub-score less than 6. But our education and nursing programs will require IELTS 7. We also accept many other certifications like Duolingo, Pearson test, or TOEFL. Okay, so this is the admission requirements for Southeast Asia. So I believe for Indonesian students, you'll be admitted if you have the living certificate, which is called the SMA.
Yeah, SMA, yeah.
Yeah, right. So yeah, and for a specific programs like science, so we will have to look more about your science subjects like maths, physics, chemist, or biology, and we'll have the minimum requirements for such as programs. We also have the English Language Center for those who do not have the IELTS or any English certifications yet. So we have English classes opens in January, February, April, June, August, and October. So I can say that every 2 months we have an intake, and each intake will last for, each level will last for 8 weeks. And the tuition fee for one level is 3,067 Canadian dollars. So this tuition fee is already included. The activities is here and the field trips as well. For example, if you are having IELTS 6.0, so you need 0.5 score to meet our requirements. So you just have to study one level, which is 8 weeks only. And this is important, is the tuition and finances. So this is the estimated cost for international students, like living and tuition fees is already included. So let's just see in the tuition breakdown. For example, programs in Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, the tuition fee should be 26,541 Canadian dollars. Nursing is higher a bit, which is 27,000. And the highest one is the engineering, which is 34,616 Canadian dollars. So this is only the tuition for the first year only, right? So for the second years or for the next years, the tuition fee should be lower, from 2,000 to 3,000 Canadian dollars. So for example, for computer science, the tuition fee for the first year is 28,000, but the next year should be only 25, more than 25,000 Canadian dollars, right? And rather than that, you'll have to add ancillary fee, which is the health insurance of about approximately 2,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, so this is the scholarships. For international students, we are offering 3 major entrance scholarships, like you can see. The first one is the biggest one, is the Global Leadership Awards. You will get 72,000 in total for these scholarships. So how to actually apply is that you'll have to apply to our program first, and then you will apply for the Global Leadership Awards. We will provide you the ID and the password for logging in our internal student portal, and then you are able to click and apply for Global Leadership Award, right? So what we see, what we look at to choose the one to get the Global Leadership Award. So we will look at, first of all, is the academic merit or transcripts. And secondly, which is more important, to be honest, is your extra activities. We will require you to submit 2 reference letters. One is from the community, is who observed you or can value your contributions to your communities, right? And the second one should be from your high school teacher or from the high school principal, that who can value your study results and also your extra activities in the high school. So what that is what we are looking at when choosing the one for the Global Leadership Award. So if you apply for Global Leadership Awards and was not able to get it, we will automatically look at the International Leadership Award for you, right? And last but not least is the International Merit Award. With this one, you are not having to apply, right? This is automatically if you are one of 5 students who has the highest merit or transcript score in Southeast Asia, you'll be able to get this International Merit Award of 4,000. Okay. Rather than that, we have in-course scholarships, which is for those who already enter our university. And if your GPA is from 3.7 to less than 4, you'll be able to get 1,000 Canadian dollars. And if your GPA is 4.0 or over, you'll get 1,500 Canadian dollars. And this in-course scholarship will be renewable, right? And the maximum GPA should be 4.3 in Ontario Tech University. And the awards of recognition is for those who is currently in Canada and studying OSSD, which is the Ontario High School Certifications. Right?
Sure.
Okay, so last thing I want to show is our residence. So like I said, we have to apply before June 1st to guarantee the spot in the residence. We have 3 options for the international students with the range of 6,400 to 8,240 Canadian dollars. So this fee is actually for 1 academic year, which is from September this year to end of August next year. Okay. Right, so I think that's all about Ontario Tech University. I think that I might head on the questions that you have.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you so much, Phương, for your very helpful information to let all our student and the parent here to know more about your course offering. Yeah, we have quite a number of your questions for you.
Oh, that's
right,
great.
so yeah, so the first question that because we do know that Ontario Tech University accept Duolingo, so we would like to find out that when is the last intake accepting Duolingo score, because we do know that Duolingo is just a temporary solution because of the COVID situation happening around the world. So is it will be permanent offering accepting by the university, or when will be the last intake accepting this Duolingo test score?
Oh, this is a really good question. And yes, you are right. We just accept the Duolingo recently, but we do not have the deadline or having the information about the last semester that we are accepting this Duolingo yet. So for 2023 intakes, we are still accepting Duolingo.
Oh, yeah. So at least, guys, you can know that in the next 1 year, you still have the chance to take Duolingo if you wish to apply to the university, because I do know that some of the parents and you are concerned with the COVID situation. You don't want to go to the center and take the test, so you can do it at home. Yeah,
Right.
so that could be something for your consideration. Yes, then we have the next question that what are the most popular program at the university? Besides, you can see that engineering and IT is very competitive, high demand courses. Yeah, so what are the other major that because the students can see that it's very competitive, as you said, so they may want to apply early as possible, or if they think that they could not make it, then maybe they can choose for another major that would be better option for them.
Right, this is a really good questions as well. I can say that all of the programs are actually focused and very strong. So as you may know that as the university and also to be the public university, we will have to ensure the quality of teaching for every single program. So I can say that engineering is our strong ones because we are most invested in those facility labs for those programs. And also those are the most asked programs but it doesn't mean that other programs are not strong. We are still strong in those one because we offer co-op opportunities and also many other internships that we continue expanding networks with the companies in Canada for giving or providing the international students and domestic students the opportunity to having the internship. So like I said, we offering business. So business, we have accounting, commerce, and finance. Those are all accredited by the CPA or the CFA that allows you to be the head of the accountant or commerce or finance department when you graduate. So for example, if you are not able to apply, for example, computer science, right? Due to the deadline is quite soon. So you can consider to apply other things like other engineering programs, like software engineering programs that might have the deadline later than the 31st of January. So well, to be honest, the admission in the university is not so flexible as in the colleges. We only have one intake, which is in September, and the admission is very competitive. So if any one of you or the students that already think that I want to study this program, especially engineering in any university in Canada, I believe that the students should aware of the deadlines in order to apply on time, because the university, they are very competitive and very strict in the admission. So the students should plan months before that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah, because as you can see that, not to mention about to get the offer at the university, it will take minimum, I would say that 4 to 8 weeks if you submitting all the required document on time. Plus, you need to take time to submit your study permit application. So, so that will lead to at least you have to submit at least 6 to 9 months before the commencement date. So, of course, if we would say that, the earlier you submit the application, the better, you have the better chance to secure your, your seat at the university. So that is our, a piece of advice to all of you. Yeah, okay. And just now you mentioned that, for the Bachelor of Education, that if for those who has completed, in their country for 4 years of the Bachelor, and if they wish to change the major to the Bachelor of Education, they only need to study for 16 months. So what happened for BGWP? Because we do know that, for under Canada government, that for any program less than 2 years, they are unable to get BGWP up to 3 years. So how about, the 16-month courses for the Bachelor education? Would it be would it be still eligible for 3 years BGWP, or is only 16 months of BGWP?
This is a very good question, to be honest. Yes. So this is the pros and cons of the education program. So as you know that the postgraduate work permits won't be based on the length of the programs. So unfortunately, we are offering 16 months program, so which might lead only 16 months of postgraduate PGWP. So if you want to actually having more of the postgraduate work permit, so the students might have to consider to study those last for 2 years or above, or you can study 16 months of the concurrent education plus another 16 months for consecutive education, primary, junior, for example. Yeah, so to combine those two programs to having 32 months, right? Yeah, to
Yeah,
get
so definitely you will get 3 years of BJWP, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so that is something for you to know because you will be able to complete the program faster. Yeah, so that is the advantage of the program that the university has designed for you because it's, and you can see that you don't need to be in the relevant field of of the major you wish to study, and you can complete the program quicker. I would say it faster, but at the same time that you need to be aware or mindful in terms of the post graduation work visa that tend to be shorter. Yeah, so that is your pro and cons, so it's for your consideration. But if you wish to change the major totally from engineering or even in art or any other field that suddenly you want to change your mind because you don't want to stick in the same field that you already work in the past, then that is the right program for you. All right, yeah, so we have another question here that, can a student have a double major or program?
Oh, okay, double major programs, right?
Yeah.
We actually have a minor that allows students to apply. For example, students want to study engineering or wants to study accounting, but want to take a minor or a subject in other not relevant programs. So the student can take the minor as well. But it is not actually another bachelor degree. It's just a minor only.
So would it be appear on the certificate that, let's say, for Bachelor of Commerce in Business Administration, major in maybe marketing, for instance, would it be appear on the certificate or is not?
It will be appear on that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you may need to be aware it's not a double major and it's not a double degree. Yeah, so it's just a different specialization. So you will be studying Bachelor of Commerce but specialize in marketing or and others, accounting, for instance. So it's different minor. So it's to give you more comprehensive in terms of the major you want to study, so that is a bit different compared to double major and the minor. So it's okay. Yeah, because this one I just type a question here that before you do the presentation, that do you offer conditional offer, but you already explained that. So yeah, we can move to the next question. Yeah, so got one question here that how is the chance for study ESL only at university?
Okay. Well, this is very good questions as well, because to be honest, we are having the ELC, which is the English Language Center. So we do issue the offer letter for the English program only, right? But the thing here, the problem here is that the visa ability. So I believe that the Canadian visa officer will want to look at a longer plan of the international students when they are pursuing their dream in Canada, because Canada is kind of actually far away from Southeast Asia. So for those who just study English language in Canada, will have high risk of the visa rejections.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because you can study English program, but because of due to not fulfilling the English requirement for your academic program, but you will have the offer letter indicating that you will study for ESL plus the academic, so it will be easier for the immigration officer to look at your study plan that you will study English first and you will continue studying for the academic program, be graduate or undergraduate program. So that would be better chance for you to get the study permit approval. So yes, I agree with you on that. So it's to avoid rejection or refusal for your study permit application. You may think twice in terms of coming all the way here just to study for English for the short term. And in Southeast Asia, I would say that we have other country which offer only ESL only, so it will be better option for you, I guess. All right, yeah. So in terms of the payment for tuition fee, is it have to be by per academic year or it can be by per semester?
You can pay by semester.
Oh, cool. So you can see that it's not, you don't need to prepare so much money at the beginning of the study that you can pay by installment. Yeah, we call it easier for you to understand that we pay by installment. Yeah, so before the term starts, so you can pay half of your academic tuition fee. Then before the new term start, then you will pay the second installment. So it will be easier for you to manage in terms of finance. Okay, we have another question here that do you have master program for psychology and HR management?
We have a master program for business analytics only. Yes.
Okay, so you don't have that. So then the next question, that is it acceptable for credit transfer?
Yes,
then because, yeah, sorry, you continue.
Oh, no, that's fine. You can continue to explain more about the questions if there is.
No, they just asked because I said that because it's at the university you don't have the master for the psychology and HRM. So the next question, that is it acceptable for credit transfer?
Okay. Oh, okay. So for just let me get back to the previous questions. We don't have the master in HR, but we have master in psychology. All right. So I will send over to you in the chat box about the link on how to actually apply PG programs in Ontario Tech University later on. So for the next questions is about the transfer credits. We do accept to transfer credits, but every transfer procedure will be done after the students accept the offer. So which means that the student will have to apply to our programs to be accepted to our programs, and then getting the offer letter from our admissions, and then the student will have to accept the offer, which means that the student will have to pay the deposit of 500 Canadian dollars to accept the offer. And then we will start on transfer the credit procedure. And the student might have to pay for the transfer fee, which is applications for about 50 Canadian dollars. Yes.
Yeah. So if let's say, in just want to ask more question about transfer credit, so that means that we will have, the student will have the chance for to apply for credit transfer for graduate program and undergraduate program as well.
Undergraduate only. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So So for this question, this question is from, sorry, let me to move up. Yeah, from fee 3. Yeah. So if you're asking for credit transfer for the master program, then I believe that there is no option, and I believe that is for the whole university here in Canada. They do not have credit transfer for the master program. Yeah, so because of due to the design of the program and the recognition of international education, so it's a bit difficult to get credit transfer for the master program. Yeah, just want to explain more on that. Yeah, so it's not Ontario Tech University alone. I would say that is the whole university here in Canada, or and others study destination is hardly you will get credit transfer for the master. All right. Yes, then we have a next question from List M, that is there any customer service program?
Oh, customer service programs. So I
It's
might say
a bit general,
yeah.
I guess.
So, okay, so customer service is kind of like, I believe, is one of the subject or minor from marketing. So if you study marketing or if you study like HR, is also one of the branch of the customer. It's actually not a branch, but it's bigger than the customer service. So like I said, if you want to be working in the customer service, so you might consider to study marketing and also the HR or the psychology is one of the bigger customer service that you will have to study what's the customers thinking and what they want, right?
Yeah. So I believe that, even with my experience, that I don't see any school or university they offer customer service program, because
Right.
this one is one of the subject in
Right.
business related field, like your consumer behavior, whereby you will learn how to understand your customer mindset, so how to react and how to respond to your customer needs and wants. So is that something you are looking for, then you may consider for some kind of net marketing, that you will learn more, not only about the customer services, you will learn about the behavior, then it will be more relevant to the cost, that you can maybe look at, further in terms of the course syllabus at the university they will have on the website. All right, so we have another question here from Andrew, that if I take ESL plus academic program, do I need to pay all in advance?
Okay, so you don't have to pay all in advance. You will have to only pay for the deposit for 2 programs. So you will have to pay the deposit $500 for the ELC plus 500 dollars for the major program, which is the 1,000 dollars in total. And just in case of visa rejections, you are able to get the whole refund for those deposit fee.
Yep. So you can see that if let's say you want to take for ESL, you only need to pay $500 deposit, in order to get the final offer for you to submit for study permit application, together with the $500 deposit for your academic program. So in the event that you get study permit refused, then all this fee will be refunded to you. So the question here, I understand that if let's say I got study permit approved, so do I need to pay the tuition fee for the ESL and academic at the same time? Or do I only need to pay tuition fee for the ESL first, because I need to study ESL program first before I can join for the academic, right?
Right. So you won't just have to pay for the tuition fee for ELS only. Yes, so the tuition fee for ELS, like I said, is 3,082 Canadian dollars for one level, which is 8 weeks.
Yeah, so it's not that expensive. As you can see that at the beginning, you only need to pay $500 deposits. Once your study permit is approved, you only need to pay the tuition fee for your English program. So once you complete the English program, then you will pay for your academic program. So it's like kind of like installment. So it will be easier for you to manage your tuition fee. All right, so we have the next question here from Infinix, that I was graduated from English literature. Which program do you think that suit for my master program?
Oh, okay. So it won't be, well, I usually advise to our students is that what you really want to actually do in your future. So that should be the master program, or that should be the program that you want to apply. You should apply. So Well, to be honest, our master programs, we have only in business, engineering, science, but we don't actually having something like, or you can consider applying master in social science, which is, I think, more related to what you are having right now. But yeah, well, our master program is very competitive, and it won't require you to not only graduate from a four-year university, but also having experience of 1 or 2 years, depends on each programs. So yeah, like I said, I will need to know what you really want to do in your future. And also the second reason or second thing that I want to advise for our students is that you'll need to apply for those programs which is related to what you studied or what you are doing at the moment, for having higher possibility to get visa as well, and also easier for you to actually study.
Yeah, I think that that could be one of the way understanding for this question. But I think that from her question here, that if I graduate from my bachelor in major in English literature, do you think that with my current qualification, which program would accept my qualification? Because it's I think that she is afraid of, due to irrelevant field of study in her in her bachelor, she may not eligible to apply for one of the master program.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so I think that is the meaning, that could be one of the meaning, because it's I think that she in Phoenix, that she or he, I'm not sure, sorry, but I just say that it's just assume that it's she. Yeah, she may concern about that, whether she can be accepted by the university, by applying for which program that have better chance to accept her, rather than going to something that she want to study, she might not eligible to apply. Yeah.
So I can say that if you just graduate from the English literature bachelor program, so I think education faculty should be one of the best option for you, which is related to what you are studying, and also is easier to get into. So if you want to study or if you want to teach like high school students, then you might consider to apply consecutive education intermediate senior, or the little kids is the consecutive education primary junior. And I believe that in the English literature or English foreign language program, they usually divide it into education or teaching and how to say interpretations. So if you are owning the Bachelor of English and other language in major of teaching, so you might be admitted into our 2 years programs, which is designing adult learning for digital age, or early childhood studies and educational studies, or lifelong learning with technology, that allows you to get the longer postgraduate work permits.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks. Yes, thanks for evening. I think I understand correct. Yeah. So yeah, she's concerned really, whether she can be accepted by the university. So you may consider the major in education. So that would be something. First of all, we will be relevant to your previous qualification. At the same time, that it will lead you to better career pathway, that you can easily to find a job in terms of job opportunity after you graduate from the program. Yeah, so that is one of the options that you can consider, and you may contact MapleCorp for further consultation. They will be able to assist you in terms of the program selection. Cool. I think,
Andrew, you want to add something, right? But we can't actually hear you.
I think you are muted. No, sorry. I think we couldn't hear you, Andrew. Sorry. I think it's so we can't hear you at all.
No, we can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the last question we have. Yeah, so guys, if you want to ask any further question, feel free to unmute yourself, or you can type your question here. Any more question for Ms. Phương before we end the session here? Yeah, actually we run a bit of time because we only planned only 1 hour. Now it's already we run out by 15 minutes. Yeah, I think if we don't have any further information, so I just would like to close the virtual fair today, and I would like to thank Ms. Phương for sharing the useful information, for our student and the parent here, and thank Maplecroft for organizing this event. So guys, if you want to find out more information, Maplecroft is here in Indonesia. Feel free to reach out to them. They will be able to help you with the admission, with the study permit application, and even immigration after you complete the course here in Canada. So I would say that it's a one-stop service. They will help you every step of your journey. So they are here to help you. All right. Cool.
Thank you, Tracy. So
thank you so much.
Thank
Have
you,
a good
Andrew.
day.
And thank you, Maplecroft team, for your efforts. Have a nice day.